preach always say, God is good all the time.
And all the time, God is good.
Amen.
So we got, again, a lot of things we want to talk about, but it's good to have Minister Steve at the controls tonight. Good to see you, my brother.
Amen. It's good to be back here. You know, last week we were doing some stuff with Idalia, you know, and with the new baby that's coming. So
yeah,
it was really exciting, and we're trying to keep a secret from Johnny until I think by the end of this week or something.
He's getting a little package in the mail over there.
I hope he ain't listening.
No.
Yeah, he could eavesdrop on us, couldn't he?
Oh man, okay.
But yeah, it's always a blessing to be here with you guys.
All right, so tonight we've got a very special show, and because nobody can talk about anything but the election, we might as well talk about the election along with everybody else.
Yeah.
Now, we are praying that God's will be done in this election. There's so many people I know, even secular people, that believe this is one of the most pivotal campaigns and pivotal elections that we're going to see in our lifetime. And I am prone to believe that. I sense that in the spirit. I sense that in my own personal spirit as well as in the Spirit of God. And I believe that God is talking to the church, trying to get us to wake up and shake ourselves and begin to do what we know is right and to vote the way the Bible teaches us to live. And I believe that's the only way for a Christian to vote. We'll talk about that more in a little while. So we're going to open up the political can tonight here on WCC. And by the way, for you that are listening to us, next Tuesday night, we're going to have a very special program starting at 6:30. We're going to start a little bit early, and we're going to go through the whole election. So when we get done, we're going to be able to tell you who they say won. We don't know if that's going to be the final outcome or not. But anyway, we're excited about that. We want you to join us. It just won't be us either. It'll be those who have different shows Monday through Sunday or whatever, and other guests will be coming in. So we're going to have a great time. We're going to be here until, and you're going to know, we're going to keep you up to date so you'll know what's going on. All you got to do is tune into 99.9, and you can listen to your favorite Christian radio station and get the news on the election.
Amen.
So we got, my wife is going to sing for us tonight. She's a special guest by way of CD.
That was good. I like that.
That was good.
That was good.
And she may or may not be listening. She was in town having to take care of a little bit of business this afternoon. So I treated her and me to supper over here at the Cracker Barrel. Yeehaw!
Yeah,
love that Cracker Barrel.
Got off early, didn't call me again. But
yeah, it was me and wife time.
Oh,
me,
okay.
wife, and RPI didn't. You just
I'm
like
sorry.
You
didn't sound right.
You didn't sound right. You know what I mean?
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Me and wife time.
But that's okay. Anyway, we have a song. I think it's called "Well Done" that she sings. So let's listen to my wife sing, Sandra Hall.
I'm headed down this narrow road, chosen by a few, and all that I know is you told me to follow you. Taking a risk and leaving it all, not knowing what I'll go through. But I'm not alone as long as I follow you. So when my life's a leap of faith, I can hear you say, well done, well done. I'm gonna chase you, Lord, I'm gonna show the world your love. Whoa, I'll run. I'm gonna run this race to hear you say, well done. If people walk with me, talk with me, looking for truth, then they're gonna find out soon. If they're following me, then they're gonna follow you. So let my life speak loud and clear. Lord, I wanna hear, well done, well done. I'm gonna chase you, Lord, I'm gonna show the world your love. Whoa, I'll run. I'm gonna run this race to hear you say, well done. I'm so glad that I get to serve you, Lord.
That lady there can sure sing,
Yeah, she can.
and she's got a wonderful looking husband.
I don't know about all that.
I'm a little
But you my
partial to
brother,
him.
though. You all
I'm his
right.
I'm his best friend.
That's right. Hey,
You know, me and myself, we get along pretty good. We hardly ever have an argument.
no, I don't have an argument myself either, unless people think I went crazy.
Well, we've all been accused of that probably a time or two. But for me, it's a short trip. I done learned how to get there and get back pretty quick. It helps me keep my sanity, man.
Well, with this election going on, I'm pretty
have
sure
to.
everybody trying to keep their insanity.
You really
right
have
now.
to try to keep yourself together.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this thing is like a tug of war, and
Yeah.
if you get in the middle and you're trying to hold both sides of that rope together, you're gonna get pulled apart on this thing.
Oh yeah. It I'm seeing it separating religion, color, parties, let's see, money, you know, and it's doing all kind of thing. And the thing is where does it stop? You
It's
know,
gonna stop next Tuesday.
I am so next
Correct.
Tuesday, like
Next
it ain't.
that's what I'm telling you. I know when to stop.
It ain't
us.
get
I know
here
that-
fast enough. I mean, you know, I've been chewed out all kind of way because I said I wasn't gonna vote. And
That's right. You get out there and vote. Don't
when
you
I
get
get
on
out-
radio and say you ain't gonna vote.
And then I say I decided to vote. Then when I vote for, then I got chewed out again. So you know, it's just, you know, everybody got their views. Everybody got who they stand for. You know,
So what, you gonna vote God's way? You gonna vote your way or their way?
I'm gonna vote where God lead me to vote.
Okay, that's that's the only thing you need to know.
You know,
Yep.
Everybody else has got an opinion. God's got the answer.
Yeah, he does. And you know, I look at Facebook and it's just like, you know, bam, 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 bam. You know, everybody got their point. Everybody got this. Everybody got that. But
Well, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm gonna vote for
me,
Donald Trump. I'm going to vote for Donald Trump. I'm going to push the button that says Donald Trump for president. I'll tell you, I'm not afraid to tell you who I'm going to vote for. I'm proud to vote for Donald Trump compared to Hillary Clinton because I'm casting two votes. I'm casting one against her and one for him. Now, most people can't do that. I understand my job. My job is to do two votes with one button, and I can do it. I'm against her and for this one. But, you know, I could have been for somebody else if they'd had another decent candidate. But, you know, we are where we are.
That's right.
And so we've got two choices that are one of them, too, is going to pull it out. There's not a write-in candidacy that's going to pull it out.
it's
So
not.
you got one of the two. And, you know, I'm praying that God will keep this a fair election. I don't know if we've had a fair election since computers took over the ballot system. I don't know if we have.
And that's one of the biggest things that, you know, everybody is kind of looking at. You know, they don't know what side to go on. They like, well, if you vote anyway, they still gonna pick a president. Then they already know who won. And my thing is like this: you go ahead and vote, make your decision. You know, that's something I've been fighting with for a long time, and who I was gonna vote for. I'm telling you right now, I'm definitely voting for Hillary. and I just can't see that, you know, not what she stand for, what she believe in. And I was listening on the radio, you know, the 25 black pastors wrote her a letter about, you know, what are your, you know, we hear the stance about the homosexuality, about abortion, about freedom of religion. Are you going to protect us? Are you going to stand by? And I'm like, if you got to write that letter just to ask that question, then you
They
should
already
be
know
voting.
her platform tells
Yeah.
you where I got it right here in front of me. I can
exactly
tell you
right.
what she says. I got her quotes right in front of me right now. We're going to talk about some of these things tonight.
And you know, I was thinking about it too. You know, I wasn't gonna vote, and I was just gonna leave it like that. But then, you know, I thought, you know, I do need to vote. You know, anything to help God's plan. You know, that's part of
right.
my job. So, you know, it wasn't really a huge struggle, but you know, for the longest time, I just saw like I'm not gonna vote. You know, everybody's just, you know, making a big joke of this. It's not really that important.
Oh,
but then,
man.
you know, you think about it and you look at the times that we're in, and you know, it's something that's very, very important.
You know, I was coming through Aiken today, and I was looking for the signs. Who's got a Hillary Clinton sign? Who's got a Donald Trump sign? And I did see one Hillary Clinton.
Hillary, you gonna say Hillary or Hillary?
I did see one sign for her. So somebody is going around town and picking up all of the Hillary Clinton signs, obviously. So if they would like to, next Tuesday they can bring them by after the election. We'll all burn them for you out front. But, you know, I've seen a lot of Donald Trump signs. So obviously people are not stealing his signs. They're just stealing.
Oh yeah, they
Hillary
stealing, and they ain't
Clinton
here, but
signs.
they stealing. They had a guy that go around and stealing all the signs, and and this is where it gets kind of ridiculous, you know, like the word, I like to use the word redundant, because, you know, when it first started out, you know, it was all, you know, you had all these people that was running for the Democratic, well, you only had two people that was really running for Democrat, that was Bernie Sanders and Hillary, and all the people that was running for Republican. And me, I'm not for neither one. I'm not for Democrat or Republican, but I am for the policies. I had to look at the future of my children. I had to look at the Supreme Court judge. They really making a big stand. I learned a lot of stuff this past
year?
this year about, you know, politics, and I am not a politician. I'm a man of faith, a man of Christ. I try to be neutral because I have people that come to me that are for Donald Trump, that are for Hillary Clinton, and they ask my opinion, you know, and when I had made the statement that I was praying about voting, at first I said I wasn't. Oh man, it was like, man, you supposed to, you know, you supposed to vote. That's your right and all this blah. And I say, with all this mess going on, why? I mean, what's the purpose, you know? But then as time go on, I see all the things that is happening, and my children coming home, and they telling my children, well, you need to vote for Hillary. And I'm like, huh? Wait a minute now. I mean, they ain't even old enough to vote, but that's how big it is. My 8-year-old son is telling me, you know,
who to vote for.
Yeah, who to vote for.
Because they're influencing him at school.
Yeah, at
liberals.
School. And my
the liberals want to control the secular school system, and they want all kids to have a secular education so they can control the input in their minds, because they have more time to teach your children and will spend many, many more hours teaching your children than you will.
Yeah.
So if they can have more time and indoctrinate them with the Democratic Party's ideology, then well, why not? That would be the way to go, wouldn't it? You win the next generation election by influencing today's children. So let's go to some of the issues, and we'll start commenting.
I cannot find that. I seen that thing where each one of them stand for. I just looked at it about 5 minutes ago, and I cannot find it.
Well, let's talk about immigration. Here's Hillary's stance. Quote, if Congress refuses to act as president, I would do everything possible under the law to go even further than President Obama on immigration. And then here's Donald Trump's stance. This is quote, we're going to do a wall. We're going to do a big, fat, beautiful door in the wall. We're going to have people come in, but they're going to come in legally. Mexico's going to pay for that wall. So that's about people coming into our country.
Yeah.
And, I think Hillary has a much more open door policy, liberal policy than Donald Trump. Donald Trump wants to stop the influx of immigrants coming across our borders. And you have to make up your own mind on that one, good or bad.
And see, that's where I got challenged at, because I do have a lot of Hispanic and Mexican friends, especially at my job. And, you know, one of the guys said, well, I don't think that he should do this. And I was like, well, listen, I said, if you're illegal, then you're going to have a problem. You're going to have a problem. If you're not here legally, you ain't got nothing to worry about it. And you know what? I said, well, listen, I look at my father. My father is from Port-au-Prince, Haiti. He came in this country in 1972, 73. He had to go through all the proper protocol to become a citizen.
Right.
He had to pay all his money.
Right.
He had to wait in line like everybody else.
But he did it.
And
now he's a legal citizen.
And he's a legal citizen. So I cannot.
Now you're a legal citizen.
Yeah, and now I'm a legal citizen. I cannot sympathize with a person that's that's illegal. I cannot sympathize because I look at my father. He did it the right way.
Okay, let me go to the next question. Now we got ground to cover. We can't get bogged down too deep in this stuff.
No, we can't get too
deep. Do
deep.
you want to deport all 11 million undocumented immigrants? Hillary says no. And Donald Trump said yes. Trump said this numerous times in the past, but said September he'd prioritize the deportation of 5 to 6.5 million people. Do you want to build a wall along the U.S.-Mexican border? Hillary says no. Donald Trump says yes. Now, if you've watched any of the border wars, have y'all seen any of the border wars thing on TV?
And that thing is
okay.
intense.
This is real.
It's
this
crucial.
is real.
This is intense.
And this is intense. This is crucial. There's drugs. There are thugs. There are murderers and rapists coming out of Mexico. And not all of them are, but there are some of these in there, and they're doing it.
Yeah.
And there's some atrocities that are happening in the desert on their way. and some of these, what they call them, coyotes or whatever, that help the people cross and try to get them so far into the desert, they'll get them out there and have them no food and no water, and then they'll abandon them and go back to the border to make more money. So this is a bad situation for everybody.
That's right.
And well, I think as for me, I'm a Mexican, but I was born raised here in South Carolina.
That's right.
But with my parents, it's the same way that RPI said. They came
Exactly.
Legally, but then they got all their stuff situated, and now they're citizens. And and I don't have anything against my people or anything, but if you're here, and we have many youth in our church that came before a certain age, so what they're doing is they're trying to get their paperwork straightened out.
Right.
For citizenship. And I think that if you're really trying to be an actual citizen of America, then you need to get that sorted out.
There should be a path.
Yeah.
There should be a clearly defined path so that you can become a citizen of our country. I believe that.
That's right. And you look at it, and I'm not throwing a race card out there. I mean, it is what it is. Like from Miami, a lot of your Haitians that come to this country illegally on the boat from Miami. There was a group full of Haitians that came. They put them on the boat, sent them back to Haiti. Some of the Latinos came from South America. They put them on the boat. They gave them papers, tell them vote Democrat, gave them all this stuff, and and it's like everybody wants to come to America. America was built off immigrants. Let's
sure
be real.
It was. Everybody that came here, it's not an Indian.
Not an Indian.
So if you're non-Indian, you were either invited or you came on your own.
Yeah, and then they kind of wiped them Indians out too. But it's built off that. So a lot of people get upset about that. Well, I don't think it's right. Well, a lot of things ain't right.
Yeah. Listen to this now. This kind of puts a different spin on this.
That's right.
You're thinking about immigrants coming in. Should Muslim face extra immigration hurdles? Hillary says no. Hillary says no, but Trump says yes. They should face extra immigration hurdles. I say yes. I agree with that, because if you look at what's going on in Europe right now with all the immigrants that are
look at Australia.
They're raping, they're killing, they're murdering. The people that allowed them to come in their country seeking refuge, guys. You watch it on the news. It's happening.
Yeah.
So many of them were terrorists and many of them were bad people, but they opened the doors and they came in. If they're going to come into this country, they need to be vetted to the T.
Yeah.
They need to be looked at. Their parents need to be looked at, their education, their activities, where they've been and what they have done. Yes, they need to have a few more strict controls on those we know from that part of the world are known terrorists. If you give them an open door, they're going to come through it, and then they're going to bring terrorism with them. They might anybody can act nice. All these married people will tell you, anybody can act nice while you date them, and you marry them, and they turn into a monster. Anyway, not me, but some people talk about that. Mine turned into beauty something, I don't know.
Yeah.
It just got better. Okay, but let's go on. I'm getting myself in trouble. Gun control. Now this affects me because I'm a gun nut.
Me too. I am too.
I must say, what did Obama criticize the Southeast for? Guns and religion.
That's right. Guns and
religion. They got their guns and religion. Ha, 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 ha. That ain't laughing matter with me, Jack. You coming for either one, you're going to have trouble out of Steve Hall. You come for my guns,
that's exactly right.
If you come for both of them, you're in double trouble.
And see,
I'll double down on you.
Let's be real with that too. Let's get straight. We see the policies. We know what they stand for. We know what they're all about. And we know what Obama said. Just like we know what Hillary Clinton said.
No, let me tell you what Hillary said. 33,000 Americans a year die from guns. It is time for us to say we're going to have comprehensive background checks, and we're going to close the gun show loopholes, et cetera, et cetera. They're going to be tight.
Okay, then. Well, what about the 6 million people die from abortion? Let's bring that out too.
No, you can't do that. You can't. That doesn't count.
Oh, because that's right. They are not humans. They're not. Right. They don't exist.
Human. According to their stance on the poll, they're not human yet.
Well,
So she's using this platform, the Democratic platform, which the Democrats wants to take your guns. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
They want to take all of your rights to own guns because they want the governments to rule the world. And our founding fathers wanted us to have an armed citizenry. That's why we have the right to keep and to bear. That means carry.
That's
and
right.
to own them and possess them.
Amen.
It didn't mention how many shots you could have, how many bullets you could keep in the closet, how much powder you could bank, nothing. it mentioned that it wanted you to have it because the greatest defense against tyranny is an armed citizenry.
Come
you
on,
can't
brother.
come in South Carolina and take over South Carolina if South Carolina's fully armed.
That's right.
So the citizenry needs to be armed. I am for furnishing. I'm running for president in 4 years. That must be.
Oh.
I am for. Listen to me now. I am for every household and every individual in that household, 18 or 21 and above, somewhere in there. We can make. I think 18. If you can join the military and die for your country on the field at 18, you need to be able to do anything in the United States you want to at age 18.
Amen.
Tell you that. And then listen, everybody who doesn't have a criminal record, a violent record, all those things, you're a good American citizen. Listen, I want to give you a gun, I want to teach you how to use it, keep you how to store it, keep you how to keep it safe. Teach you all those things. And then we'll have an armed citizenry that'll guarantee that the United States government won't try to overthrow us and make a dictatorship out of our supposed republic or democracy. Amen?
Amen, brother.
Here's Trump's stance. Now, we know Hillary's stance. Here's Trump's stance. The right of self-defense doesn't stop at the end of your driveway. That's why I have concealed carry permit and why tens of millions of Americans do too. That permit should be valid in all 50 states. So, amen.
Yeah, we need the right to bear arms.
You need to. It's given to you by the Constitution. Why can't you exercise it?
Paige, I can't think of the young lady that's on the show as Me and My House. She said she's from Chicago, and she said Chicago. She said that you can't carry a gun over there. And look, they just said
the thugs carry guns.
They say that Chicago, 17 people got killed, and they say right now they are the highest. They have broke the record. But here in the South, you have the right to bear arms. We don't have that much crime like they have over there.
Because,
Why?
they won't let the. You go ahead. You got it.
Because they won't let the citizen have the right to defend themselves.
So the thugs don't care about
That's
having a right.
And if you look at Germany, Nazi Germany, when they took the guns, you look at Syria, look at all these other countries.
Look at all of them. They did the same thing.
Took their guns away. What happened to them? We here in America, we're not going to put up with that. I'm sorry.
We hoping. You got to know how to vote on that one. This is the question. Do you support increased gun control measure? Hillary said yes. Trump said no. Do you support increased background checks? Hillary said yes. He said no. Do you support an assault weapons ban? Hillary said yes, 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 yes. No, it's just one yes with one check. I just had to stress that. Do you support an assault weapons ban? And she said yes. Trump said no. He said no, Hillary, no. Okay. Do you support expanding concealed weapons permits? She said, I'm unclear about that. He said, absolutely yes. Give them all the permits they need to tote a gun. Do you support allowing the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to study gun violence? She said, yeah, because they want to take them anyway because it's a liberal organization. And he says, I'm unclear,
I mean, why would you need
why do you need to study? Why do you need to study a thing? The Constitution gives you the right.
All right,
go study the Constitution. See what it says.
So next time she go somewhere, tell her Secret Service, throw all the guns away and carry batons. See what happens.
Okay, now that's the point, isn't it? Right there.
Yep.
They want only military and police to have weapons, but yet they want to be protected by weapons. Think about a weapon, and I'll get off of this in a minute. Listen, it's only a weapon is only a tool. A gun is only a tool. It's like a shovel. It's like any other tool that you have.
Yep.
Now, she wants everybody around here to have those tools to protect her. But she don't want you and your family to have that tool to protect you.
That's right. That's
okay,
exactly
now
right.
the thugs got the tools, and you ain't getting the thugs' tools.
Nope.
That's why they're a thug. Hello? So when you go to confiscating guns, you're not going to help. You're going to hurt us more than anything.
Yep.
When you go limiting the people who can own and operate and have guns that are legal citizens in this country and don't have a criminal record, and they're not known for violence, listen, then you have disarmed them against the people that's going to come in and hurt them.
Y'all know I'm really holding back. I want to say so much.
Say it.
But I can't. I'm really holding back
Why?
today.
I got your back, brother. I got it. You just
you
whisper in my ear. I'll tell
it
you.
ain't that. It's just something that I'm dealing with and I'm praying on, and I'm trying to be more not liberal, but be more modest.
Modest.
Because I can blow off. I mean,
you're in a presidential race. This is not time for putting on your nice coat. It's time to put on your gloves.
No, because in the simple fact that we got to me, I'm not for the policy. I mean I'm for the policy. I'm sorry. I'm neither Democrat nor Republican. I'm for the right of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Now, we got two clowns in the White House that we got to vote for. I do love Mike Pence. I do love him. I respect him because what he stands for, what he believes in, but he's not president. So my direction is I'm going toward Trump direction. A lot of black people going to get mad. I do not care. You can get mad all you want, because if you stand behind a woman who is a racist, I'm sorry she is, her Margaret Singer. Margaret Swinger is the woman who gets Planned Parenthood. She's the one that started Planned Parenthood. They gave Hillary Clinton a Margaret, and if I'm wrong, call or text me or say make me get the right name. They gave her an award. They gave her Hillary Clinton that award, and this woman was a racist that believed in abortion against blacks, against anybody that's a minority. And she went to the Klan and did her campaign. Now, they gave Hillary Clinton that award, and Hillary Clinton, if that woman is so in tune with the black Americans like she say she is, why would she take that award and say that she going to support that? Then we're not going to talk about all the other things that she has done, the money, all her foreign affairs in Saudi Arabia with Al Fayed, that she's getting money from him. She is not for Israel. She is not for any Christians. She told all the Christians you need to let your religion down and get with the program. She also tell people that the government need to run your schools and your children, that the parents don't have right. You don't believe me? Look it up. And the problem I have is you got a lot of black people, which I'm saying that, black Americans, churches, Christians, to stand behind this woman. Now, I don't expect a lot of y'all, well, you can't stand behind Trump. Trump wasn't a racist. Trump was not a racist until he became running for president. All of a sudden, well, what did he said about them women? He touched them women. Well, what did Bill Clinton almost got impeached?
Should have been
impeached for messing with another woman.
Hillary Clinton should be in prison.
I got a person that used to work in the Secret Service during the time of when they was president, and he told me a lot of things that went on with the Clintons and with Hillary. So I say that with a mouthful. Me personally, I'm sticking with Donald Trump because I want to look at the future of my children. A lot of y'all get mad if you want it. That's all right. You don't have to call. You don't have to talk to me. Is he perfect? No. What my thing is, I look at Daniel and I look at King Nebuchadnezzar.
Well, let's look at Hillary Clinton and
that's
Donald
my
Trump
example.
for a minute.
That's an example.
Yeah.
You know, Daniel was a good man.
Right.
He was a man of God, but King Nebuchadnezzar wasn't. So I look at Mike Pence as Daniel, and I look at Donald Trump as King Nebuchadnezzar.
Okay.
So that's what my
some
that's
people
the
are
way
calling
I'm seeing.
Donald Trump the Cyrus to free us from the tyranny of Babylon. And
I'm praying for him because we don't know what he's gonna do. And
we
then
don't
again,
know who's going to win it, but we got to pray that God's will be done.
And
I'm praying that Donald Trump wins it. Hillary Clinton is for everything I'm against and against
and that's the
everything I'm
thing.
for, and that's my biggest problem with the Democratic
that's right.
platform.
That's the platform. And it's
the
not
platform
about
is wrong.
Yeah, and it's not about
It's anti-God.
It's not about Democrat, Republican. It's about the policies. Here it is in my Bible. Everything that woman stands for, she goes against. Donald Trump, Mike Pence stand for a lot of stuff. So I'm looking at him to guide him or kind of help him because, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna shut up. When I watched the debate between Mike Pence and Kane, a lot of things. You know what made me draw my conclusion? When I saw Mike Pence sit right there and that Kane was saying stuff about Donald Trump, Mike Pence did not defend him. He didn't say it was a lie. All he did was kept his head down like he's saying, yeah, Donald Trump did say that. And I can't contest that.
Yeah.
That man has so much humility that he really couldn't defend Donald Trump because Donald Trump said some things. And that's a great integrity for a man to do that, especially in a time where they trying to, get in office.
Let's look at the war on terror. Hillary Clinton says a more effective air campaign is necessary, but not sufficient. We should be honest that to be successful, airstrikes will have to be combined with ground forces. So she's saying, yep, we got to go over there and fight some more. Donald Trump says, I will knock the HELL out of ISIS in some form. I would rather not do it with our troops. You understand that. But here's the thing about the current presidency. They always tell what they're going to do before they do it.
Yeah.
That's about stupid. It says, do we need a more significant increase in military spending? Hillary says no. Donald said yes.
We need all the money we can get.
Should we topple Syria President Bashar al-Assad?
Yeah,
al-Assad.
Yeah.
And Hillary says no, and Donald says, excuse me, no as well.
Yeah.
So both of them say no. They agree on that. Can you
Well,
believe that?
I don't understand that because that's where most of her money come from. Do you know she got money into his children fund?
And whose children fund?
Assad, she got money
Into his fund?
Yeah,
To
he got a
support his
children fund where he helped children, even though they killed most of them anyway. I mean, but just,
Would you work with President Vladimir Putin to battle the Islamic State? Both of them said yes. Let's go on down. Do you
Yeah.
support a greater domestic surveillance to identify extremists? Here's a good one now. This is talking about pride in our personal lives. Do you support greater domestic surveillance? That's watching you, listening to your phone calls to identify extremists. Hillary said yes because that's government control.
Yeah.
Donald said yes too, which surprised me.
Well,
So I don't want everybody prying into my business.
that's if they is, they're gonna get saved. That's
Yeah,
all I got to
they
say.
ain't gonna find nothing in
No.
my business that's gonna make me look bad. But they're gonna.
That's right.
I don't particularly, and I don't care. They can look into whatever they want to.
Hey.
That's okay with me. My sins are gone. They washed in the blood of Jesus
There
Christ.
you go,
They
brother.
might can find the imperfections and pull them up, but guess what? That's the old man.
That's right.
The new man's here.
That's right.
The old man's gone. Let's talk about abortion.
Oh,
because this is one that
wow.
really hurts my heart more than anything I can tell you. When I get down to pray, and I know there's 60 million babies' blood crying out from the ground against this country, I say, God, for abortion, we stand guilty.
Yeah.
For murdering the most innocent civilians in our society, we stand guilty.
Amen.
Every life that you meant to live and have a fruitful, productive life, we have murdered 60 million, and God, for that, we stand guilty. Now, where do our presidential candidates stand? Hillary Clinton. I believe we need to protect access to safe and legal abortion, not in principle, but in practice. And you got to understand, she is for abortion all the way up to
the ninth
birth.
Yeah.
All the way up to the birth canal, the baby's coming out, they can murder it.
That's right.
As long as it's not in this world yet.
That didn't the Bible say that I formed you? How that scripture go?
Yeah, before the world was, I
formed
formed you.
you.
And he told Jeremiah, I think, before you were conceived in the womb, I had numbered your days.
That's right.
He just tells you about all of these things, and I'm fearfully, wonderfully made, and that you count all my days before I'm ever born. I think King David wrote that.
And if I'm not mistaken, when Martha and Mary was talking, John the Baptist leaped in the room of Martha. So to me, that kind of tells me that baby has some sort of sense of joy that it leaped.
Well, it had purpose already.
Purpose.
God has a purpose and a plan for every life, and Hillary Clinton says, no, you can murder all of them that you want to the very day they're born. How about time if they get out the womb? Can you murder them? How about, let's have a 5-minute rule, Hillary. How about let's just say you got up to 5 minutes after that baby's born so that you can murder it. And we'll just still say, as long as the umbilical cord is still connected. Okay, as long as you got that feeding tube or that umbilical cord. Let's say you can kill it up to any time. You look at it, you don't like it, it's a boy, you thought it was a girl, let's just kill it.
Hey, why about
Come on now, let's get real. See, I get upset about this.
at least give it up for adoption? I mean, I feel like if I heard somebody say it's my right, my body. Well, how about you think of that before you get up there and open your legs up in that bedroom?
Well, how about this? What about the
Wait till
baby's
you-
right?
That's right.
How about the day I decide I got a right? I want to shoot somebody that I don't know. I just got a right to do it because I got the
murder.
ability. It's murder.
Murder. I don't care how you put it, how well you word it, how the way you put it together. And if you stand for a person,
If you stand with a person who
like
believes,
that. Now,
yeah.
Donald Trump, if I'm not mistaken, he said let the states decide.
No, let me read it for you.
What he
Donald
said.
Trump said this. Friends of mine years ago were going to have a child, and it was going to be aborted, and it wasn't aborted. And that child today is a total superstar, a great, great child. And I saw that, and I saw other instances. Yeah. So he is not for abortion, and he is only for abortion under the strictest of circumstances. He's for rape, for the mother's life, and the one or two other things. But it's better than Hillary. It's still better than Hillary.
I know, but it's still murder.
It's still murder. I agree. And I'm not for it under any circumstance. Somebody says, what about the wife of the mother? Who is a loving mother that would murder her child?
That's right. I'm sorry. I mean,
Come on, it's the same child in the womb as it is out of the womb.
right.
But they don't have that, brother. Let me tell you. the women in our society, the people of our society, have been brainwashed with this abortion thing.
Yeah.
And they've been so brainwashed, they don't see that child as a child. They see it as some living tissue. Yeah, that living tissue is a child. And they say it's okay if it's for the life of the mother, if it's for the health of the mother, if it's because there's a hardship in the family. You murdered the baby.
Yep.
Oh, this is absolutely so horrendously wrong. And let me tell you, if you think it's wrong in my eyes, you hear me carrying on. I don't get this passionate about much things. You think it's wrong in my, you got to look at God the Father.
That's right.
He gave the life. He had intentions for the life. Everything was there because God wanted that child in this world. And I know bad circumstances are there for a lot of people, but that doesn't give you the right to kill what God meant to give life to.
I know plenty of people that knew their baby was going to be Down syndrome and had the baby anyway.
And love them.
And love them. And yes, it's a lot of work. You had to take care of them, but that's what a parent is all about. The good and the bad.
Another question on abortion. Here you go. You ready for this? Do you support keeping abortion legal? This is a key question. I asked to both of them. And do you support keeping abortion legal? Hillary said yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, she would say
Donald
yes.
Trump says no, 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 except in case of rape, incest, and the life of the mother.
I'm sorry. If it happened, it happens.
Okay, but wait. If you make it illegal to have an abortion, except for those three reasons, you've probably cut out 99% of abortions. 99% is better than 0% with Hillary Clinton.
But it's still that 1%.
Yeah, but I'll trade the 99% for Hillary's 100% death.
Yeah.
Any day of the week. You got to think about it. You got 100 children standing right here in front of you,
Yeah.
and all of them's going to die, or one of them's going to die.
I mean, I'm
and it's
against
according to who you elect as president.
It's still 1% though. But
I know. I think it's wrong for the 1%, but I'll take the 99 saved before I put Hillary back in the office.
I tell
Do
you-
you support abortion in case of rape or incest? Both of them said yes. Do you support some restrictions on late-term abortions? Both of them says yes. But Hillary Clinton is two-faced on this.
well, the thing is that she got so much, and see, we haven't even, me personally, we haven't even got into the emails, which I'm not saying I wouldn't care about the emails, but it's just so much other stuff that she stand for. I mean,
I think she's done wrong. She got one of our ambassadors killed
Yeah.
because of her. Well, anyway.
but and it's like this,
Inadequacy,
and yeah, she
stupidity.
wrong for that. But there's a lot of things that American has done too. But my thing is what I'm looking for.
But
her
not everybody in
stance.
America is running for president.
That's right. That's true. That's true. But it's just her stance. I mean, for her, and this thing with the Democrat. I mean, it's just like I don't know where do people get so caught up in it. When if you or a Democrat, Republican, if even Donald Trump said, "Well, I'm for abortion, all this like that, blah blah blah," then I'm for homosexuality and all that, then I wouldn't vote for him. But it's about the policies.
Yeah. What do you think about it, Steve? Steve ain't. So we done cut Steve out of the whole program, bro.
Steve just getting quiet.
He
He's
just
just
looking at us
looking
like,
like,
man,
I don't know about all that,
He
man.
ain't
I
getting in
don't know.
there. They done got too passionate over it. If I say something wrong, I'll jump over this table and choke me out.
Oh, it ain't like that.
It ain't
bro.
like that.
No, I mean, there are many things that I definitely see, abortion is wrong. And, the gun control, definitely, I feel like all Americans have that right. The same thing, with immigrations. And the thing that I always tell myself, with any of these, policies, if they come ask me or they, people ask me about stuff, I have nothing to hide. I know who I am, and, I'll tell them who I am, and that's it. I'm legal here. I know the wrong that I've done. I know the right that I've done.
Amen, brother.
And, these policies are, and, like I said before, I wasn't going to vote, but, Hillary's policies are like Pastor Steve said, everything that, Christians are for, she's against, and we're not talking about, we hate these people, if
No.
it's,
No, we're not.
anything that they're doing, but it's the sin that, always gets people. And it's the sin that we hate.
That's right. And the thing is, here's the thing. My thing is, this is the first time voting almost for about 8 years. I did vote for Obama. Oh well, I won't do that no more. But anyway, if this election and nothing don't change, it's still the same. I'm saying this right now. I would never vote again. That's it. I'm through with it. I really took it in because you got to look at the Supreme Court judge, whoever. They've been making a lot of moves because of things they've been happening, homosexual. They was the one that said, okay, we got to put in. So whoever get that Supreme Court judge in there, that's one of the biggest things too. Who's going to put who in there? We
You know, in
already
that
know.
last debate, Hillary said she would put in somebody that supported
That's right.
everything that she was
stand
for, which stood for late-term abortion,
Yeah.
which stood for absolute control over guns and who has them
Exactly
and who can
right.
keep them, right? And confiscation, all the other stuff. Yeah, she said that about the judge, and
That's
and
right.
everybody realizes. Well, most people realize that is one of the crucial points.
It is.
And
that
that
is
if Hillary
one of
Clinton
the-
appoints
yeah.
another judge, then there's going to be more laws written against Christians and against the gun owners.
That's right.
And against freedom in this country.
And
this is getting to a point I'm all stirred up about.
That's it. And see, that's the thing. I'm looking at my children. I'm looking at the future. Hey, we need to get some calls in. We don't. I don't know if
I
it's
ain't
a
got
good.
time for no calls. I done got on the
Oh,
I done got on a
Lord.
roll now.
Man, we let's take one call. See what one person.
If we got somebody wants to call and chime in, you better hurry up and do it.
The number
'Cause
is-
I'm taking over, and I can't see the light over there. So if I can
The
move
number
move the
is
phone around.
803-335-3131. The number is 803-335-3131. And if you call in, keep it conservative. Don't
Yeah.
get all wishy-washy. If you're for Hillary Clinton, that's fine. State your view for Donald Trump, that's fine. State your view. But if you're going to get loud and disrespectful, we're going to cut you off. Don't hurt the fair because we will cut the phone calls off altogether because I'm not going to hear this. This is a Christian radio station.
Right. We ain't
hear
getting out of hand here.
Yeah, we're not trying to,
Share your opinion.
That's right. These are me and Pat Steve opinion. We're not telling you how to vote. All we saying, if you have the right, vote.
Get out and vote.
Get out and vote. RPI, I know I said I wasn't going to vote, but I am going to vote. If I vote for Donald Trump and he go wishy-washy, then guess what? RPI ain't ever voting again. I'm through with it. I almost didn't vote this year.
Never say never.
You right now. I said the first time I wasn't going to vote. So
There's
yes.
a lot of youth that are actually kind of upset because they're saying on social media like this is the first time that I'm able to vote and these are my two choices.
I know, right?
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Even our younger generation recognize this ain't much of a choice, guys.
All righty.
All right. Okay, caller, you're live and on the air. No,
Call
you're
back,
not.
caller. Call back. Cut too quick.
Something happened. We cut off.
Yeah, these young generation got a vote. I feel bad for them. I'm like, oh my God, two idiots. I wish Mike Pence would just ran for president. I don't know where. That's the first time I ever heard of him.
He came out of nowhere.
He came out of
that
nowhere.
That could have been God's.
I know.
fill-in
So
right there.
that's who I'm shooting for. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be voting. Period.
Okay, caller, you're live and on the air with your comment or question.
Quick comment. Good evening, Pastor Hall. Good evening,
Hey, Sister
Armstrong.
Sandy.
Hey,
It's a quick comment. I love everything y'all are talking about. And before I go any further, I am praying, I am hoping, and I am thinking that Donald Trump is going to be the next president of the United States. And next Tuesday, I will vote for him.
Amen.
And I want to say one thing. You can look at the people, you can look at their platforms, and it's pretty clear. But today, the Holy Spirit put something in my mind that I knew about, but I hadn't thought about. And that is, if you look at their slogans, Hillary Clinton's slogan is "Moving Forward Together." Donald Trump's slogan is "Make America Great Again." Now, when I look at moving forward together, that tells me going forward with her hand in my pocket, taking me wherever she wants to go like it's been in the last 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not for that.
man.
Make America Great Again, that's talking about a time when this country was God-fearing, prosperous, a strong military, and respected around the world. I'm for that.
Yeah.
All righty.
All right.
And all the other points you made. So I just encourage everyone, we've said it before, you can't look at the person because nobody's perfect.
Nope.
So you look at the big picture and where they stand on the big picture. And I hate to say it, but there is no way I could vote for anybody that would allow a child that is being birthed naturally to be murdered as it's coming out of its mother's womb.
And
Can't do it.
I think that's one of the biggest things right there is abortion, because it is one of the things in America that's really taken storm. I mean, really big storm. And for anybody that stand behind a person that believes in abortion, I have a problem with that.
So let's carry on. Thank you for calling in, Sister Sandy. Thank you.
Sandy.
Okay, here we go. Let's go to LGBT rights.
Oh boy, here
All right,
we go.
let's go. Here's Hillary's stance. Quote, "No future generations of LGBT Americans should live in a country that doesn't embrace their full and equal rights. Donald Trump. I live in New York. I know many, many gay people, tremendous people. But here's the next question. Do you support same-sex marriage? Hillary says yes. Donald says no. I do not support same-sex marriage.
No.
Now, he says he knows many good, homosexual, lesbians, whatever their thing is, but he's not for them getting married. So there's a line there that when the Supreme Court said it, they said no, they have every right to be married.
Yeah.
Every state has to give them the right to be married. But even Donald, as a president, can say, no, I don't believe that. He's already stated that.
And you look at the WikiLeaks. I mean, that thing came out about her, and it was getting so bad that she was sitting supporters to Donald Trump rally and make them do things. I mean, I'm like, this is crazy.
This is getting crazy.
That she sent emails, send somebody, say that he hate black people and say he hate this and all that. And, it's, and I'm like, okay, is this for real? You kind of don't know what to believe, but then at the same time, you wouldn't put it past anybody.
Energy and environment. Listen to this.
All right.
It just keeps getting better. Let's talk about energy and environment. Hillary Clinton, quote, I won't let anyone take us backward, deny our economy the benefits of harnessing a clean energy future, or force our children to endure the catastrophe that would result from unchecked climate change. Here we go, selling the climate change, save the children by saving the climate. Right, but murder them all coming, I got to stop that. Just murder them coming out of the birth canal, but save the climate so the children of the next generation that we don't murder, they have a chance. Let me tell you what Donald Trump said about it. Donald Trump says this very expensive global warming brown stuff that drops on the ground has to stop. Now listen to this. Do you believe in climate change? Of course, what do you think Hillary said? Yes. But let me finish now. Donald Trump said, no, I don't believe in climate change.
And it's true. They just had scientists at I think it was the North Pole or one of them places with it, and they said, this is a lie. I'm serious. It's a lie. They are using this to try to embezzle money, get more. I mean, I'm like, why in the world?
Selling it just like they did evolution.
What the Bible said that God is the one that controls the world. He's the one that controls everything. So if God is controlling it, how we having climate problem? When we tearing it up, God said, okay, I got to fix it again. All
right, let's talk about this. Should offshore drilling be banned? Hillary, of course, says yes, but she wants energy, but she don't want to harness the energy that God's give us. Okay, should offshore drilling be banned? Hey, Donald Trump says no. You know why? It's American jobs. It's American money. Come on now. Should U.S. stay in the Paris Climate Accord? Hillary says yes. In other words, stay with this universal lie of climate change and keep trying to change everybody's emissions and everything. Start charging people emission taxes for breathing, y'all. That means you got to stop breathing because you didn't pay your tax this year. I'll see you on the other side, brother. You're not gonna make it because you can't breathe. Right. You're gonna breathe. If you can breathe out oxygen and not carbon dioxide, you'll be okay.
All I'm saying is this, bro. I'm voting for this man. Y'all better be praying that this man make right decision, because after this, if it goes sour and this thing is a fluke, because Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are really close friends now. They've been friends for a long time. Now, if there's some sick joke that they doing, buddy, I'm through with this. Cut out.
Man, come on. This is fun.
Now, and I know that the Obamas and the Clinton hate each other. I know that for a fact.
I don't know. She's sure carrying on his
crippled
legacy.
When you
his legacy of crippling America.
Yeah, but when you do this, these Democrats, they stick together. And I hear a lot of people say, well, look at all the Republicans that don't like Donald Trump, vote against. I say, well, first of all, Donald Trump's not a Republican.
He's not a politician.
He's not a politician.
That's why I don't like him. He's not a politician.
You know why they don't like him? And this is why I agree with him. I may not agree with Anthony else. He said because all these Congress and senators have been there 35, 40 years. He said, I'm going to give them a 12-year term. And after that, they're getting out. Yeah, he said this good old boy system. Well, I'm
here for 50 years.
See, and that's why these Republicans don't like him.
I want to vote. Listen, I want to vote all of them out. I want to get every one of them that's been in there more than 4 to 6 years, 8 years, and cut them off at 8 years, just like the president. Cut them off, because they're getting too much power and influence, and they're making too much money.
70, 80 years old, still in the same seat. No, I ain't gonna do that. No, I ain't gonna do that.
Hey, Strom Thurmond was one of the longest sitting senators we've ever had.
Please don't get me started on
But let me tell you this. He messed up too. He shouldn't have been in there that long. It gives them too much power, and they let it go to their head. Anyway, let's get back on to my skid here.
Well, shut up, Patrick.
Should construction of the Keystone XL pipeline resume? Hillary says no. I'm such an environmentalist. It's going to affect the atmosphere. And, of course, Donald Trump says yes, because it's going to be American jobs and American money. It's going to be pumping American gas.
So what's the deal going over there? Is it Idaho with this pipeline with the Indians? That ain't the Keystone. Is that the same thing or?
Not up on it.
No, I know they got something going with the Indians. Say that they've been this pipeline and they got all these police officers in this tactical, and I need to really, see what's that all about. But I don't know if that's
talk about the economy. Should the minimum wage be raised? Hillary says yes. Give everybody all the money they want, and of course, if you've ever had to pay somebody's payroll like Donald Trump does, he says no. Should taxes be raised on the wealthiest Americans? And Hillary says yes, and she's one of them.
Yeah.
And this is what Donald Trump said. He said no, but plan has cuts across the board the benefits. He plans to cut across the board the benefits to the wealthy, which would be himself. He has flat said on TV. I heard him say this himself.
About the tax thing?
He says, she said, you don't pay taxes. He said, yes. He said, it's the laws that y'all made that keep me from having to pay
He
them.
did say that.
Yeah,
I heard him say that.
And here's the other thing. He's right. And because they make the laws because they're ultra rich and they don't want to give up their wealth. He just used the laws they made to protect themselves to protect his business.
And let me y'all now let's
You didn't got all shook up now.
No, I ain't got shook up. No, I'm just saying, me and Pat Steve talked way back. It was like 6 months back, 8 months back. We said we wasn't gonna vote. That was me, him said.
No, I didn't say that.
You did. You didn't tell me you would say you wasn't gonna vote. Just like 8, 9 months back.
I don't remember
because you said ain't nobody worth that. But now, when you see things going on, you're like, okay, we got to make a decision here. We got grandchildren, children, and we're like, okay, because somebody told me on Facebook, they said that you said that if we vote for Hillary, that the world will come to the end, and we gonna do this. Did you say something like that? Did you remember saying that?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so this
person.
So
they said that I said that she said that we said.
Yeah, they said it was on Facebook. I was like, I don't know. He said, well, he said it. Yeah, well, no,
anyway.
I said, well,
I think the problem with this minimum wage thing is that it affects youth a lot because they become privileged. They become okay. Now I can do whatever I want. I can make however much I want, and this is somebody coming from the youth. I have a little trouble sometimes with that. Me and my dad, because I work for him, and he pays me, but I also have bills to pay. I have to pay for my car. I have to pay for my insurance. I messed up a lot on driving, tickets and stuff like that.
Uh-oh.
So I have to pay a lot, and I'm definitely not gonna. I've earned the money that I'm making. Where I'm at. For a while working with my dad, and somebody just coming up and saying, I need more money as I'm starting to work because just because I'm a youth and I'm working, or just because I want to work and I need money. That's not how it works. I've gotten raises, but that's because I've earned them.
You earned them.
And it brings up this privilege of I can do whatever I want in the youth, and I think that's where a lot of kids struggle because parents nowadays they don't they just let their kids do whatever they want. They let them and now the government's letting them do whatever they want, and jobs wise, and 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 I think it may be strange for people to hear because you hear most you saying I want more money when I first start working. I want to make this much. I want to make $20 an hour.
Sure.
And and my dad he makes good money, but he's worked for 30, 40 years for what he has, and that's that's what they grew up on, and I'm really glad that he's been really strict with us and put us in that much because his boss's his boss, he doesn't raise his kids like my dad. And my dad, when we used to make money before, even with my brother and sister, he would take half of their paycheck. He's like, okay, half of this paycheck goes to the house, And you know, it was always, and you know, we never really understood it at first, but it was always because, you know, when the times for bills come, you know, sometimes it takes even more than half, you know, of all the stuff you have to pay. And you know, and the kids hear this stuff, and they don't agree with it, and they're like, man, that's crazy, I wouldn't have given him anything. And but you know,
Yeah, right. He
but
wouldn't
now,
have did.
but now, as I understand, as I have to pay bills,
Yes.
you know, it's a lot more than half that they take.
Amen.
And, you know, and I think it just brings up a very dangerous, you know, because youth already have a spirit of rebellion as they come into their teen years, and then you give them this privilege to do whatever they want. It just makes everything worse.
So we're fixing to wind this thing up. I'm going to talk one more thing, throw one issue out for 1 minute, and it is called health care. This is what Hillary Clinton says.
Oh, man, please don't start
Affordable
that.
health care is a basic human right. So she is for keeping Obamacare.
Yes.
And here's what Donald Trump says, quote, we are going to repeal Obamacare. We're going to replace Obamacare with something so much better. So, you know, for those of you that are paying for your insurance, you've watched it grow and go up.
Let me tell you something. They need to burn Obamacare. I'm saying that with a
All
passion.
10,000 pages.
That's
of it.
right, because I am feeling Obamacare. What they want to do, they want to give you this government control care like they got in Canada and the United Nations.
Come
So
on with
like
it.
somebody like Minister Steve or Pastor Steve, 60 years old, like, oh, well, you're going to die anyway in 3 years, so we ain't going to get rid of cancer. That's what they want. No, baby, you need to get rid of that garbage. I'm feeling the pain. I
You
take my
feel it?
kid. I am, man. When I take my daughter to the doctor, and I'm like, copay with $30. I mean, with $50, $100. I was like, are you serious? Well, yeah. Then we got one lady say, well, we don't know what the copay is. Well, guess what? We won't come.
Wind it up, brother. We got to land this plane.
All right.
You get last one. Go ahead.
All I can say is this: if you go out and vote, look what you're voting for on the Bible, what it stands for.
Come on.
Now I know some of the other person ain't what you think it is. I know that RPI say I can't vote for two lesser evils, but the Bible said that it give you a free will choice. You got to make a choice. God is in control, but the choices you make will affect you in the long run. If you don't believe that, look at the Jews when they crucified Jesus.
Brother Steve?
Amen. You know, I just want, you know, everybody as a church, you know, to pray for this election, you know, pray to, you know, to let God guide you, and, you know, whoever you vote for, just know that, you know, it's part of God's plan.
Amen. And thank you for listening to 99.9 WCC. This has been the Tuesday night program called In the Last Days. We're glad you joined us here. My mind's just having to try to land the plane right now. Thank you for joining us. And listen, get out and vote. You pray and you let God help you make the decision about who to vote for, and then vote with all of your heart. Glory to God. See you next Tuesday.
You know what, brother? You really put me on the